Welcome back. This is War 3, Season 45. We've matched XK9. My team's going to be S99, Anti-Venom, and White Mags. Originally, it was going to be S99, Anti-Venom, and Jabari. And I was going to take my first fight, this Hulk here, with Jabari. But talking it over with John and Fur, they gave me the option of whether or not I wanted to use S99 instead, and I decided to go with S99 just because Hulk's tactic, he's not duped, so I don't have to worry about the unstoppable when he triggers his 15 stacks of fury and go into his rage mode. And I figured I'd bring the White Mags to help with attack and give myself 3 pre-fights. So plan for this one, I want to build up my debuffs because I want to be able to trigger Despair to stop his regen. And I didn't want to hit him too much. I really didn't want to give him too many Furies because I prefer that he would not trigger his rage. And I'm going to end up getting hit here in a second. This is going to be the war of getting hit. Yep. So take a full 5-hit combo to the dome, and then finish the fight up right after that with a special. All right, next up is Manthing on Masso. I put one of my White Mags on this fight. I am going to land a parry. I think it's the only parry that I land the entire fight, so realistically, I probably didn't need the White Mags, but I had 3 of them, so I figured why not. So the strat's going to be Power Start 1, get hit in the face, help myself get to a Special 2, and then I'm going to trigger Masso, and then launch my Special 2 so that my Wither sticks. And from here on out, it's going to be blocked hits, build up my Ruptures, let those do a majority of the work, get the Rupture bursts over a bar power. And it's going to end up being a longer fight than Mystic Spidey here because Man-Thing is a tanky motherfucker. But I'm going to let it finish up because it's kind of a long fight. Next up is Chavez on Path 8 in Section 2. I really don't think the node affects her at all, so it's kind of a no-node Chavez. And I don't normally hit her block too often, just because I don't trust her. She's very, very untrustworthy. So when I fight Chavez, I like to land regular hits more than blocked hits. I am going to hit her block a little bit, but for the most part, it'll be regular hits, Special 2s with power backs, and bait Special 1s. Never let her get to a Special 2. That is a very bad time. And because all my fights are with S99 this war, I already have my Photon Mastery set up, so I don't have to worry about those later on. Next up is Hulkling on Rich Get Richer. I always use an invuln for this fight just because if something goes horribly wrong for whatever reason and I lose my Wither, he's going to get to an SP3. And at that point, I'm going to get Special 3'd. So I'd rather not die in that manner. So the invuln allows me to tank it because his Special 3 doesn't really do anything special. And at that point, I would probably have some power, and I'd just work back up to my Special 2 from there, get my Wither back on, and just go back to doing the strat for the fight, which is mainly blocked hits. I am going to land some regular hits in this one just to help get him to his power thresholds quicker. but it's primarily a blocked hit fight. Next up here is Mangog, and not even going to explain it this time. Fuck you, Mangog. Fuck you. All right, last up is Photon Boss. Now, up until this fight, I hadn't really noticed too much of a difference between Ascended S99 and regular S99. But once this fight's over, the speed in which I get it done, it was like a minute faster than my fastest Photon fight ever. And she is Ascended as well. I checked that afterwards to see if maybe it was because she was only an R5, but she's in fact an R6. And with the way this war has been going, it was only natural that I get hit in this fight as well, which is the exact reason I use an invuln for this fight. I'm going to fuck up a dex on a special one. I'm going to eat all 3 hits. The invuln is going to save me from the regular damage. The red damage is still going to trigger, though, like it always does. I'm not sure when it's coming up. And I'm also not sure if it's because I finished a 5-hit combo or not. No, it was right here. Yeah, so I eat that. Which, I mean, that's the reason I invuln for this fight. Because at some point I figured I was bound to get hit by one of them. But we're about a minute and 20 seconds in and she's almost dead. And I didn't really change anything up. I'm doing this fight the same way that I always do this fight. Because I do like to figure out a plan for the fights I take. And then if I get them again, I like to stick to the same plan that I did that worked. Because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's pretty much coming to a close here, and she goes down. I'm going to take a picture of this too, because I was pretty fucking happy with it. 1:45 seconds. Pretty sweet. So we ended up winning this one. The final score was not indicative of how the war went. They were like 130-1, just like we were 130-1. And near the end of it, they dropped a few, and I think things just kind of spiraled a little bit from there. Good luck to XK9 for the rest of their season. These guys are a threat. They always have been. And yeah, that's all she wrote for now. Thank you very much for watching.